Hey guys, and welcome to game number 4 out of 100 of my Human vs. AI series, where I'll be playing 100 games of Scrabble against the AI-powered engine BestBot. BestBot absolutely mopped the floor with me in the first 3 games last week. As you can see, I'm 0-3 minus nearly 600 in spread, so it's a new week, let's reset and try our best to get a win today. And alright, so we are first, and kind of a strange opening rack. We don't really have a lot of good options with the J, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, like, what do I even have? I could just play J-O. That looks really ugly, though. EMNRR is, of course, not great. I could consider playing Enorm, keeping the J, which I don't love either. There's also Gion MRR. Wow. Yeah, this is a deceptively bad opening rack, I have to say. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I hate keeping the J usually this early in the game. So that kind of makes me want to play J-O. Or, yeah, J-O is probably better than Gion just because it gives... Well, does it give less back? I mean, it gives back fewer floaters. It probably gives back more overlaps, though. So, I don't know. Maybe I should just play Enorm. At least I can maybe score with the J a little bit next turn. Just MRR or MRREN are both really clunky. So as much as I hate keeping the J, I think Enorm is probably a little bit more sound. Yeah, the J and the R are just pretty clunky together sometimes. It can be difficult to make a word with both of them, as we see here. So, alright, I'm going to play Enorm. And yeah, like I said, I really don't like keeping the J at all early in the game. And I always tell people to try to get rid of the J and generally power tiles in the first few turns of the game, just because it's better to focus on bingoing. But sometimes, like in this case, where all your options that do play the power tiles are just so clunky, like keeping MRRN, then it is still better to just make an exception and keep the power tile. So I think Enorm is probably reasonable there. And I do draw okay here. I should be able to play Juba or something next turn. Also, Unjam is reasonable, 28, if it stays open. Raja is also there. So I have options with the J. And I just hope BestBot doesn't open with a bingo again. But we'll see. I think it's impossible to really infer anything from BestBot's thinking time, just because I've seen BestBot think for a while and then play off like 2 tiles, and I've seen BestBot think for a while and then open with Batiks for 86, so I don't know. All we can do is just wait and hope it doesn't bingo, but we'll see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to plan too much in advance because I don't know what BestBot's going to do, but yeah, probably Unjam as the board currently stands is my best play, just because I do get rid of the U, which is quite nice. Alright, so it plays forked. It didn't bingo at least, so that's good. And yeah, so here, maybe Juba over here. 31 points. Almost have biforked. Unforked? I don't think that's good. Yeah, Juba seems pretty solid. ARN is a good lead, especially with some floating E's to work with. I don't think I can score more points than that. I don't have much through this E. I don't want to play Je, keeping BAA. Yeah, I think this is going to be pretty hard to do better then. Alright, I have Rainier. So hopefully it stays open. They'll play next to the E and Enorm on either side. Don't think I have any other options for bingos at the moment, so just hoping that BestBot doesn't block that spot. Because yeah, this is one of those racks where you have a bunch of one-pointers that, other than the bingo, I mean, they just don't really do anything, especially 2 I's and 2 R's, so it's kind of like you either bingo or you score like 12, and I really hope I'm going to be bingoing. But we'll see. Yeah, I guess if it stays open, which Rainier do I want to play? That's an interesting question. Probably this one, because putting the I to the left of the triple letter is better than putting it to the right. Since now... Okay, so I will bingo. Yeah, I think this one's better, because if I played over here, if it drew the X, it could play there or unload the Q for an easy 31. Worth remembering that Rainier takes a B and a G in front for Brainier and Grainier, but of course, those are a risk either way. So yeah, I think I'm going to play this one. I guess it does make plays down the H column a little bit easier, though. That's the one drawback, because a lot more tiles go in front of an R than after an R. Yeah, that is actually a little bit of a downside. Not sure. It's kind of close. Yeah, I don't know whether I should be more worried about that or the X. I mean, it's not just the X. You could also have the H and other things there, too, for a bit. I think I'm going to trust my original instinct and play it over here. Okay, so not a good draw here. All consonants. If this I stays open, then I do have wilds. Normally, I'd probably play wings to ship the G, but the G is normally bad, but here is good for Grainier. But the bot bingos, so at least I can play through this E now. Probably welds, once again, just scoring well keeps SNG, which is a great lead, especially with the Grainier hook open, so yeah, that looks pretty solid. I don't think there's a reason to think much more. Okay. Not terrible. Agency will be a very nice play if it stays open, scoring 54 points and keeping an S. So hoping I get that down. I don't think... Oh, come on! Why do you have to do this to me every time? Another back-to-back bingo, and not only that, but it takes away my big play. Dang it. Okay, so with that no longer an option, what do I want to do? Yeah, I don't really have anything next to this E in Elegant, and it's a huge spot, so certainly not a good predicament to be in. Yeah, that was really, really rough. Not only did he not only blocked my spot, he also bingoed and opened a spot I just can't really use that he could easily score 50 plus with. Yeah, I don't know here. Yeah, I mean, I don't have any good options that I see. Jag? Keeps CY, that's pretty bad. Yeah, I don't really have anywhere else to play Agency. I mean, I could play it here for 24. That's pretty lame. Maybe something through this R? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there are still 2 blanks out. No, this is terrible. Yeah, I mean, maybe Jag. It's aggressive, but I feel like I also just need to counter this threat next to Elegant, because I just literally don't have anything there. I mean, unless I play Cayennes, which I really don't want to do. Getting rid of the S and keeping the G. Or Yages or something like that. So it's probably either Agency or Jag. Yeah, I think I'm going to play Jag. I feel like I need to be aggressive at this point. I have no idea. I mean, this might be a bad play, but I really think I need to make sure this board stays open, especially because I'm figuring BestBot's going to score a lot on the second row, so at least this kind of gives it something else to think about on the bottom. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not liking my chances at this point, but we'll see. Ay. Now I drew the Q. Definitely not at all what I wanted to see. I guess I have Cozy on my next turn if it stays open. But we'll see. It's 51 points. I mean, I just don't have, like, anywhere to get rid of this Q. You can play QI for 11, but that's just so bad. Yeah, I mean, if it goes down here, like, what am I even going to do on my next turn? I can't afford to trade or play QI for 11, I don't think, at this point in the game. I'd probably have to play, like, Crony, and maybe I can pull a U or something next turn. I don't know. Or I guess a T actually gives me caught, so that's a nice bailout play. Yeah, for, like, 45, I can get a T. There's still 4 Ts left. So, yeah, I guess... I mean, I'll definitely play Cozy if it stays open. I have to imagine. Hard to say whether it'll stay open or not. Dang it. Scores 51 there. Yeah, now what? I mean, I just don't think I can play QI for 11 in either spot. I'm just falling way too far behind. So, probably Crony. I mean, there's 2 U's and 4 T's. There's a decent number of tiles that could help me out here. Still 2 blanks, too. I mean, it's not over yet. I think this has got to be best. Yeah, I mean, I just don't see anything else that scores so well or gets rid of the Q. I could play Rye, but if I'm going to keep the Q, I want to play off as many tiles as possible just to maximize my chances of getting a T, a U, or a blank. So let's do that. Didn't get any of those, but I do have an S now, but I don't think I can really do much with it. I probably have to just play, like, QI. This is not looking good. There's still 2 blanks out as well, and I would not be surprised if after all that turnover, BestBot's got at least 1 at this point. So I don't know. It's still not looking good, but maybe I can play QI and then draw a blank or something. I don't know. I mean, what else am I going to do other than QI? I guess I could play Viper. Again, with 2 blanks and 2 U's, like, the Q could actually materialize into something good. And normally I hate keeping the Q, but, like, at this score, when I'm down that much and there's still 2 blanks and 2 U's, it may actually be better to play the Q. So, like, if HastyBot doesn't go in that spot, or, sorry, not HastyBot, BestBot, that probably won't be the last time I say HastyBot instead of BestBot accidentally. So, apologies to BestBot for misnaming it in advance. Many times I'm inevitably going to do that after just playing 100 games against its fellow bot, HastyBot. But yes, if BestBot doesn't go there, then I'll probably play Viper, holding onto the Q. But I fully expect BestBot will go there, given that it's the biggest scoring spot on the board. I would not be at all surprised to see BestBot bingo here, especially with 2 blanks and an S and plenty of other good bingo tiles unseen. This is a very scary position to be in. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't really have much else other than Viper or QI. Yeah, it does play Vomit, so I probably have to just play QI now. I mean, I just don't really have any other good plays with the P and the V at this point. Like, I need to score some points. This does at least score 24 points. Of course, I hate blocking that line. Maybe I can get something to this ER, though, like Preserver or something. Or something to this D on a future turn. Yeah, like, I hate to do this, but I think I kind of have to. Yeah, I just don't see anything else. Yeah, not a good draw at all either. And I think it's got to be a matter of time before the bot bingos again, with still 2 blanks and an S unseen. And there's just a lot of other good bingo tiles too. E's, N's, T's, some I's, A's. There's just a lot of really good bingo tiles and 2 blanks. Like, I would almost be surprised if the bot doesn't bingo this turn, especially after turning over 5 more tiles. But I guess there's still a Z and an X. Yeah, that's the problem. There's just, like, so many scoring tiles, too. Like, the bot could just play XU for 40. It could play something here, probably, with the Z ending in... I mean, I'm not sure what it could really play there. I guess it could play Nazi for, like, 40, but... Yeah, there's just so many ways for the bot to score. I don't really think I have any legitimately feasible paths back into this game, unless I get some sort of crazy luck. Which could happen, but... It's going to be pretty tough, I think, to come up with anything here. So, yeah, just kind of waiting, eagerly waiting, uneagerly waiting, I don't know, but waiting for BestBot to make its move here and assess the damage. But, yeah, I mean, as it stands now, what do I do? Hap? It's pretty bad. I don't want to block this O with something like Hope or Hover. Like Help over here. That blocks column N. Yeah, probably just Hap if it stays open, I would imagine. Yeah, I don't know. There's just not a lot of good options here. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have any good ways to get rid of my V other than playing something like Hovel over here. Which doesn't seem like a great idea. I mean, it does at least open a line for 7s. Interesting. So it plays Ounce. Huh. So I can play Schlep for 44, or Helps. See, the thing with Helps that's kind of cool is it gives me this S to work with. So I don't think I can afford to give up the 6 points, though, because I'm down 86 plus whatever BestBot scores. I think I need those points. And there's other lines. There's this D, there's ER, there's still this E I'll have to work with. Maybe I can even get something to this P. I mean, if I can draw 2 blanks. And like I feel like BestBot actually probably didn't have a blank with that, because if it did, it probably would have bingoed. So maybe I do have some chances here. Whoa. Okay. That is not what I thought I was going to draw. I mean, it's... I got both blanks, but, like... This is just bad otherwise. I mean, I probably need to... Yeah, I don't think I can really score to this I. That's the problem, right? Like, with my Z... Even if I could use 1 blank and do it, but I don't think I really can. Huh. I might have to, like, fish for Visirate or something. I don't even know. Yeah, like, I just don't have any plays here. Do I have anything, like, here? No, I'd have to use both blanks, and even so, I don't think I have anything. Maybe I might need to play ZD. Because I have to stay within striking distance. Like, the only way I'm going to win is if I can stay within striking distance and then bingo, or probably even bingo out. Because I'm still down 42. I'm probably going to be down 70 after the bot's next play. Like, I don't think I can afford to just play Tov for 6. I don't want to play Vat for 8, because that D is a super valuable bingo line. And, I mean, yeah, ZD at least keeps 1 blank. Like, I'd like to keep both, of course. I can still draw, like, Overstep or something here. So, it's not completely hopeless yet. I'm actually really close to, like, Mitzvoth here, which would be absolutely wild. I have Mitzvoth with 2 blanks, but of course I'm not going to do that. Yeah, there's some pretty wild words I'm pretty close to, but fortunately being close to a wild word is not the same as having a wild word. So, yeah, kind of a rough position. Huh. So it just plays Baud. It feels like bad news. I have to imagine it's got probably the S and the Y if it's going to do that. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I can do this, right? Like, maybe I can. Because it's a lot more points than ZD, and I do need those points. I mean, I think there's enough vowels, actually. Like, I could still draw IE and have trivets and riveted. Like, I probably should do that. Because, yeah, the extra 12 points are really going to help me. Just ensure that... Yeah, it's like, I think I need to draw something there, because... If I don't, it's just going to play something with Bauds and probably outrun me. Yeah, I think I need the points, guys. I mean, I don't think I can do this either. I just don't think a bingo is going to win often. Especially if it has the X. Like, it's going to get another big play. Yeah, I think I have to do this. So, alright, give me a couple of vowels. No! Not another T! Well, I tried. Not gonna happen this time. So, alright, I guess I'll... There's 3 left. I guess I'll play off 2 T's somewhere? V and a T, maybe? I don't know, Tat... Probably bingo more by playing off TV. So, yeah, let's leave that D open. Yeah, I guess let's just play that here. I don't even really know. I have a decent chance at drawing, like, Terratoid or something to that D. I think that's reasonable. So, alright, don't give me the X or the Y. Okay. I think isn't this the same rack I had earlier? Didn't I have retort and a blank? It's pretty funny. So I have tortured to this D. I have retorters to this ER. I wonder if I have any 9s ending in ER. I might. Like, almost... No, not territory. Torch... Yeah, I don't think I have anything over there. Retro something, maybe? Retro... No. So, I must have something over here, too, right? If that D gets blocked... Well, I have retorters. Anything through this O? Yeah, Corretto. Pretty sure that's good. Over Tart also, so I will be bingoing out, at least. And, I mean, this will probably be the most respectable game so far. I'll probably lose by, like, 50 as opposed to 200, so I guess that's progress, in a sense. And I actually will hold BestBot to under 500 for the first time in the series. So, little steps. Getting closer to a win. But not gonna happen just yet. So, alright, I'm gonna pause the video and then just come back once BestBot moves, because it seems like it might be thinking for a little while here. So, be right back. Okay, BestBot has moved with XI. So, I think, yeah, tortured, or I guess retorted actually is better, right? Because tortured puts the blank on the double letter. So yeah, retorted, bingo out. And okay, 464, 416 BestBot wins. So not as bad as spanking as some of the other ones, but still kind of a spanking. Yeah, I don't know. That was rough. Let's see. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I should just play Gion. I didn't want to keep MRR, though. I think Enorm is reasonable. Yeah. Oh, Unforked is good. Oh, I didn't think that was good for some reason. I thought it was just Biforked. Either way, I think Juba's better to get rid of the J. So I play Rainier. Yeah, so far this is pretty straightforward. Yeah, Elegant. This really, really hurt. I mean, yeah. Oh, maybe. I guess I probably should have just done that. Yeah, I think I got a little bit tilted after played Elegant. I think Jag is probably an overreaction here. Like, keeping the Y is not good. Really hurts my bingo percentage. I should have just played here. Yeah, I really should have just done that, I think. I mean, I was just a little bit worried about running out of bingo lines, but I mean, I still have the hook on few, have this ER. I don't think that's particularly concerning at this point. Scores a few more points and keeps a much better lead. Yeah, no, this was not a good play. This was definitely me getting aggravated after him bingoing up there and just not thinking very rationally. So, alright, yeah, that was not smart, and I got punished for it. Yeah, here, I think I have to play this. I mean, I can't play QI for 11, I don't think, at this score. And like I said, there's 2 U's and 2 blanks, so, I mean, if I get the right tiles... Wow, I had Vicomte here, and it couldn't play. That's amazing. If I get the right tiles, the Q could definitely turn into an asset, but unfortunately, I just didn't, and I guess I could do this. I really don't want to block the D, though. The D is such a good bingo line for me, because it's easy to hit, and it would score so much. I think this is fine. I need the extra points over just dropping the Q. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's reasonable. Yeah, interesting play. Wow, I would not have had the nerve to play Bod with 2 blanks out there, and why? Really interesting to me that BestBot decided to do that. I would have definitely played Wad. 100%. Or what? Yeah, probably Wad. Wow. I mean, this looks really good. You go up 70 or something, and I mean, yeah, you probably could bingo. I guess the logic is interesting. So maybe the logic is, like, if your opponent bingos to the D here, then you could be in some trouble, but you still have a good rack, and you can score on the 4th row here. I don't know. Like, to me, I wouldn't... I guess the logic with BOD, right, is if your opponent bingos, like, to the D, or, like, in one spot, you still have the other spot to bingo back, but I don't know. I don't think I would count on bingoing back here. Like, I would probably just try to outscore with WAD. That would have been my instinct, but very fascinating to see that BOD is best here. It's so aggressive with 2 blanks. I mean, you have a great rack, don't get me wrong. ENS is fantastic, but there's 2 blanks and a Y, and some other pretty good bingo tiles. It's a very aggressive play, so really interesting decision. I feel like this is the coolest BestBot decision we've seen so far. I mean, it's actually still a pretty close game with 2 blanks unseen from its perspective, so yeah, that it would do that is very interesting to me. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my instinct is still saying play WAD, and, you know, you go up 70, and if your opponent doesn't bingo to the D, you block it next turn. And if they do bingo, then you can score on the 4th row and still have a pretty good position. But yeah, I guess it's sort of figuring that even with 2 blanks, it's just not that likely your opponent will bingo here. I don't know. Really interesting stuff. Yeah, this turn was tough. I mean, it's ZD or Za. I can't do this. He's just going to outrun me. I have to score. So yeah, it's either ZD or Za. Obviously, the leave after a ZD is better because I shed one of my Ts. I just really felt like I needed those few extra points because, I mean, I was worried that it was going to hit something with BOD. It's not necessarily a bingo, but even a 6 or an X play, or just I really thought that if I didn't score as much as I could, I was going to run out of opportunities to even bingo and get back in the game. So I felt like, okay, after Za, there's I's and E's. I could draw Trivets and Riveted and probably get back into this game. I think that's a fine play. Of course, BestBot crushes all my hopes and dreams with lounges, and yeah, here I just lose. I mean, I have no legitimate path to victory, so I just play off the V and the T, and that, wow, Miterwort. That's pretty cool. I do think I've seen that before. It looks somewhat familiar, but I don't know. I'm not sure I would have found it, even if I needed to. I'd like to think I would have, but I have no idea. But yeah, obviously Retorted is a better play here, so yeah, overall not a bad game. I think the one play I wish I could have back is Jag. That was just really... that was just impatient. Like, I didn't need to do that. I should have just played Gay up on the 4th row there, getting rid of the Y and keeping a better lead. Like, I'm not in a good position, but I definitely didn't need to do that and just give him an easy play on the bottom. So yeah, I definitely talk about sometimes how it's important, even when you're down, to be patient. And that's really what I should have done a better job of there. So, live and learn, but at least this was a little bit of a more interesting game. Really fascinating play by BestBot of BOD in that position. Yeah, be curious to know what you guys' thoughts are on that. Like, I still have a hard time grasping how that's better. I feel like WAD is just so much more sound, but maybe, I don't know, maybe BOD is actually more sound. So, who knows? But yeah, let me know if you guys think BOD is crazy. Do you think it's correct? But yeah, that's one thing I'm really looking forward to, guys, with this series. I think BestBot is going to make some really cool, unconventional plays like that. They're going to, just because of its AI nature, like, challenge the conventional human wisdom of Scrabble, and it's going to be something we have to reckon with. Like, do we actually buy it? Do we think plays like BOD there are actually correct, or is BestBot maybe not thinking about it correctly? I don't know, but like I said, curious to know what you guys' thoughts are on that play. But yeah, interesting game. So probably the most interesting one yet, and certainly the one I feel like I came closest probably to coming back. But yeah, we are now 0-4, so really hoping I can get a win in Game 5. Fingers crossed. But yeah, thanks guys, and I'll see you all there. Bye bye.